if you don't change something drastic about yourself, you're not going to make it to that next level. That is today's message from the tarot. Every time I open this app, there's just someone talking about love, soulmate, twin flames. It's never does that come up in my tarot readings, okay? This is amazing how they 100% of the time, it's always a love reading. Because for me, it's not, right? Look at this. You've got the Death card showing up. You've got the Princess of Wands reversed, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, right? And the funny thing is they have like 1 million views, all these love readings, because they know that this is what people want to hear. This is what people just want to just, you know, take in, right? They want, that's not where God leads me, never. It's always about healing, and it's always about change, and it's about drastic change, right? Let's take a look at the Death card here for a moment. The Death card is significant, being major arcana number 13. Why is significance? Any major arcana speak of a big shift, a big life change. This is the crossroads. This is you deciding, do I go right? Do I go left? And if you don't make a decision, you will end up dead. Love this rendition, this illustration of the death card, because it's La Santa Muerte, the celebration, the Day of the Dead, Mexican culture, Mexican heritage, beautiful. Probably one of my favorite holidays that they celebrate. But anyways, this has to do with you burning out. This has to do with you reaching a point where you are just, you know, you're losing your magic, you're losing your touch, you're losing everything, right? We've got here a goddess, an ancient Egyptian goddess. I forget her name, but she is truly magical. She is the goddess of magic. I know that much. And, you know, in her magic, in her power, in her dynamism, she's able to transform energies around her. She threads on snakes. She essentially controls these snakes. And so in some ways, the fact that you've got this card reversed tells me that this could be talking about you, right? This could be talking about where you're going, what you are doing. You're burning out. You're reaching a point where you're not serving people. You're not serving your community. You're not serving anyone around you. Why? Because you did get the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Yesterday's reading, we also got the Ten of Pentacles showing up. These cards are limited. I don't throw 1 million cards, right? Like these other tarot readers. I throw 3, and I try and get the message from those 3 cards. Very demure, very mindful. All right, let me stop. Anyways, Ten of Pentacles reversed. What you have here is your community, right? Suffering. You've got multiple generations of people. The pentacles signify wealth within the family, generational wealth, what you are bringing to the table as a person. It's reversed. You are in some ways lacking, right? Now, this doesn't have to be you personally. This could be somebody else, right, that you are engaging with, maybe a young person in your family that's represented by the Princess of Wands reversed. This is someone who is very bratty. This is someone who's very chaotic, and they cause trouble just to cause trouble. You are being told to, if you are maybe in a position of leadership, or maybe you're someone who is substantial within your community. This doesn't have to be family. This can be your business. You know, you can be a leader. If you are substantial, if you have a saying, you have to put this person in her place, because if not, she's going to burn the house down. Right, so that is an advice there. The reason I say that is because you've got the mother and the father archetype cards, which is very, very interesting, right? You've got both the mother and the father out of a deck that has over 90 cards, right? So that's an interesting thing to consider. Mother, father. Why mother, father? Well, you've got the mother reversed, which speaks of a smothering or abandoning children, right? Instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So I think that maybe some of you, if you're still living with your parents, like if you're still living with your mother, I think your mother's really bringing you down, right? So again, I'm saying that because we've got very young energy here with the Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands reverse can be someone who's dependent on someone else, more than likely a mother who's very narcissistic, a mother who's very demanding, a mother who's very self-absorbed, right? A mother who tries to put you down and tries to keep people down in order to elevate herself, or not even elevate herself. It's more of a control mechanism. She wants to try and keep you guys there. And so essentially what she's doing is she's being very mean with her words, right? And so if you are in a position of leadership, if you know that you have power and strength, it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to say something. It's time for you to let that inner protector come in, right? The reason I say that is because you've got the father showing up here. And the father is a very interesting character. You know, the father came up, right? So there's a talent for creating and supporting life. being a positive guiding light within a tribal unit, right? Very interesting message there. So the key there is being a guiding light and providing and being a light, right? And within that unit. There is no such thing as dictatorial control or abuse of authority. This is something that the mother archetype is doing. So this is very interesting, right? I think that this message can be very unique for different people. You're very young, you're listening to this. It almost feels like maybe your mother is trying to bring down the father in some kind of way. And so you're being asked to lean on the understanding of your father in this capacity. Now, you know, a father can be very toxic too, but in this case, that's not it, right? The father here has a talent for creating and supporting life and being a positive guide. And then we have the healer showing up here. This can actually be a person or an archetype that's trying to help you. But here with the healer, we have a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, and an ability to help transform pain into healing, right? So that's one of the things that the Princess of Wands excels in. She's able to take energy, convert it into something else, go through a process of healing and transformation. Ultimately, you are being asked to go through some kind of dynamic change with the Death card. This could potentially be moving out of where you're at, taking a bigger role in what you're doing, engaging differently or speaking to someone differently, putting that Princess of Wands in her place, or even realizing that if you are the mother, you have become this very smothering mother who instills guilt in children. You know, and so, you know, why would a mother instill guilt in children? It's because she wants to keep them bound, right? She wants to keep them in a place of control. And so, yeah, it's time to kind of lean on the understanding of the father, which, you know, the father inspires, the father motivates, the father uplifts, and the father allows for the person, for the child to grow and be an independent. Now, you know, for some reason I'm hearing independent healer. This is very interesting. So maybe you have the ability to heal people. Maybe this is something that you excel in. Maybe just your energy has this healing effect on the tribe and the unit, right? And in many ways, you know, if you have your mother around still and you know that she's that kind of chaotic energy, she's really feeding off of your healing energy, which is why she really wants you around. So I think that it's time to lay the law down, realize where your power is, and yeah, just don't take shit from anyone. That's pretty much it, right? that's how it boils down to. So thank you guys for watching. That is today's message. Bye-bye.